Today on Good News, Blokees are teasing their first Marvel Rivals action figure. The Absolute and Ultimate universes are battling it out for dominance on comic book shelves, and Wolverine finally gets his full video game trailer. All this and more on the only news that matters, and that's Good News. I'm going to kick the show off today with the comic book top 10. I wanted to do it this way around because it reminds me that I need to tell you guys to follow me on Whatnot. Whatnot, if you're not familiar, is an online auction platform where it's basically me doing live streams selling comic books. So if you want to buy some comic books from me, then you can come along and join in. Or if you just want to hang out and shoot the breeze like I'm doing a model behavior live stream, well, you're going to be very welcome too. So I'm going to put the link in the description below and you can follow me on Whatnot. And then, yeah, if you're buying or just hanging out and shooting the breeze, then come follow me because I'm going to be doing a lot of this because this is Dave's other side hustle to try and make ends meet. So follow me on that adventure. And now let's talk about the weekly comic book top 10 because there are some bangers in here. First of all, in the number 10 slot, we've got Detective Comics 1101. Then at the number 9, it's Immortal Legend Batman number 2. Batman, he's enjoying a good time right now. He's rolling high. Rolling high? Yeah, we'll go with that. In the number 8 spot, Superman, issue number 30. Very DC heavy so far, and that doesn't change with the number 7 spot of Justice League Unlimited, issue 11. Then at number 6, Marvel gets a first appearance with Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue number 3. He's taken his time with it. Then at the number 5 spot, we've got Skinbreaker 1 from Image Comics by Robert Kirkman. I didn't even know about this. I'm going to have to look into what this is. Then at the number 4 slot, we've got X-Men issue number 22. X-Men are always going to be ranking highly. Number 3, it's Ultimate Hawkeye. That's kind of cool because, yeah, who would have thought Hawkeye would be in the top 3? But there we go. Ultimate, it's very hot right now. In the number 2 slot, it's Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 21. Speaking of Ultimates. And then finally, in the number 1 spot, we're going over to DC's equivalent of the Ultimates. It's Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 12. And that does it for this weekly top 10. And be sure to go follow me on Whatnot, and you can actually add some of these comics to your collection. Now this is getting pretty exciting. Blokees are about to unveil officially their first Rivals figure / model kit, but mostly figure. Okay, so at Wonderfest, it is Wonderfest, isn't it? Yes, Wonderfest Shanghai. So right around the corner. It's on our doorstep now. It says here, Blokees Marvel Rivals Ultron Legend Edition model kit previews. So I can only assume that we're going to actually get the full reveal of the fully painted, done, finished figure at this Shanghai Wonderfest. And don't let the name model kit fool you, because that's just a little licensing thing that I found out about where they want to do action figures, but they don't have the license to do action figures. So they just put it together in parts and then voila, it's a model kit. But then you put it together and it's an action figure. So basically we do have a new line of hopefully like comic book style Marvel Rivals action figures that can rival your Marvel Legends, your Mafex, your SH Figuarts. A new player has entered the game, folks. Hopefully this is going to live up to the hype. And what hype? My hype. I'm hyping it now. Let's see what they deliver at Wonderfest. We've got a couple of very quick sneak peeks of the upcoming Page Punchers figures from McFarlane. These are going to be available for pre-order on the 30th of September, so just a couple of days. First of all, we're getting Joker Crisis on Infinite Earths with the nice-looking cloth overcoat, kind of like that. And then also we're getting good old 90s style Superman here. This is the 0 Hour style Superman. And of course, when the full pre-orders go up, then we'll have all the images to go with them. Up for pre-order now from McFarlane Toys is the Godzilla Wonder Woman 2-pack, which is a real mixed bag of a set, mainly because it's Godzilla again, but we had this Godzilla with Superman, and now it's like, come on, Todd, you gotta play fair. Wonder Woman is like one of the main characters that your DC fans keep on... I say, like, your DC fans. Come from Johnny Marvel over here. Your DC fans keep on asking for a classic standalone Wonder Woman. And you're like, well, yeah, of course you can get her, but you gotta pay a Godzilla tax. And again, being a Marvel fan, I know all about paying action figure taxes. You know what I mean? How many Wolverines do I have in my collection? Well, not that many, because I've sold them. But yeah, this is like the same Godzilla that people have possibly already bought with Superman. So you can expect to find, if you want a Godzilla for your collection, go check on eBay. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to be selling this off because they only want Wonder Woman. And I can't blame you for wanting Wonder Woman because she actually looks really genuinely good. I think this might be like the nicest looking Wonder Woman that they've done. It looks like it's a soft goods, maybe not bendy wire lasso, but maybe it is bendy wire. I don't know, but she looks decent. That the face sculpt, it looks nice. I think maybe from some of the pictures, maybe the face is a little wide, or maybe not. It might just be the angle. She looks like she's got quite a wide jaw, but then again, she's an Amazonian. Maybe that kind of fits with the character. I like the hair as well. Kind of, yeah, very stylized, a little bit animated looking. I really dig that. It's a shame you got to buy an entire kaiju to go with her. So from McFarlane, we also have some much better images of his Kickstarter Harley Quinn. Because before, when I was reporting on it, like, you could barely... I was like that meme of Ken Jong. I was going to say Kim Jong-un. No, not him. Ken Jong, where he's like looking at that tiny little piece of paper like, what's this? So now we got some more high-res images and some more information as well. So we've got the McFarlane Toys Store Collector Club Drawing Squad Harley Quinn figure, it's quite a mouthful, is available for pre-order as a crowdfund at McFarlane Toys Store. So the first level, the first tier, $30 and you get the Harley Quinn figure, which I must admit, like, I can see the extra work that's gone into it. It does look like a more high-end Harley Quinn figure, just as the standalone one. It looks very pretty. I do dig it. Then after that, you've got level 2, which is Harley Quinn with extra accessories. It's $34, so only a small little creep up. Then for $50, it's Harley Quinn with accessories and the Joker as well. And I think that's going to be a big selling point, because even though people malign Jared Leto's Joker performance, it's still an extra Joker. And then finally, a big jump up for $70. It's Harley Quinn with the accessories, with the Joker, Harley Quinn classic comic-themed figure as well. So that's like a whole shebang, a whole kit and caboodle going on there. So yeah, Todd, the offer's out there. Guys, if you want to immortalize one of the most maligned DC Universe films, well, joking aside, Harley Quinn does look nice. Dang it, I'm kind of convinced myself. Some Neca TMNT Ninja Turtles figures now. We got a Target exclusive. What is it? Michelangelo and Raphael. These are the holiday cartoon versions. So, Turtles on the Beach. We got the 4-pack for one of the Comic-Con exclusives last year, didn't we? Or was it earlier this year? I lose track. There's so many Neca Turtles out there. They really do not slow down. And speaking of that, we've got the other parts of those 2-packs as well. So we're getting the Vacation, Leonardo, and Donatello. So I guess they broke down the exclusive into 2-packs. That's fair enough. And also we're getting Granny Bebop and Baby Rocksteady 2-pack. Because why the heck not? We're literally making everything, and I can't fault them because they still look great. Neca really turned their Turtles line around. When they first started, they looked great, but were almost as delicate as China. Now they're actually, more sturdily made, and they still keep the beautiful cartoon likenesses. They're doing real great stuff with this. But I can't help but think, are we done now? Like, what else is there to do? When you've done Baby, Bebop, and Rocksteady, I think that's pretty much it, right? Storm Collectibles also showing us a few more things to look forward to. First of all, in their Storm Arena line, which honestly is still, I know I'm a broken record. It's not a spicy take, but damn, so good. They're doing the Player 2 Ken and Ryu, which isn't a huge surprise, taking a little leaf out of Jada's playbook. But also, I'm not saying like, oh, they're copying Jada. No, it makes the most sense in the world. Why wouldn't you do Player 2 colors? And it's nice that this is actually a different Player 2 variant of Ryu, as opposed to the Jada one, which was more the gray and blue looking costume. This is more of a kind of a lovely looking gold and teal. kind of dig that. I mean, how many teal costume characters do you have? And then for Ken, it is the classic purple Player 2 costume, which I'm trying to think. Like, Jada did do a Player 2 Ken. They did Violent Ken, but also there was the purple one as well, I think. Or was it white? Was it a white costume? So maybe they are being smart and going where the competition ain't. But yeah, seeing Ken with the little bunny ears there, yatsute! I have no idea what the Japanese word is, but I always remember that from the Mega Drive. The rare times that I would win as Ken. Yatsute! And then also we're getting Regenerate Ota Karas action figure, which I spoke about ages ago, it feels like. That's from the Storm Collectibles line, so the bigger 1/10, like 7-inch scale. And similarly, we're getting Player 2 or 3 or 4, whichever variant it is, of Blanca as well. Blanca is one of their stunning ones. So not Storm Arena, but the bigger line. So we had the regular one, we had the yellow and blue. Now we're getting, again with the teal, two teals and a muddy orange on this Blanca. But if you're a completionist, you might want to pick him up. Neca are going back to a slightly older franchise now with Coraline. They're going to be doing the Button Eye Father figure. Other Father. That's it. Other Father Button Eye Doll. That's what they're calling it. Do up a dib a button eye doll. I've been married a long time ago. Did you have that song in America? I think you did. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. That is a banger, though. Enjoy having that going around in your head for the rest of the day. So they've done Button-Eyed Mother and Coraline before from Walmart. This is also a Walmart exclusive. I do believe it's an exclusive. I think so. It's certainly being advertised in conjunction with Walmart. And yeah, it's the dad from Coraline. This might be a hot, spicy take that might get me in a lot of trouble, but I don't like Coraline. I know it's like it's stop motion animation. It's a labor of love. It's beautiful. It's dark and moody and gothic, but I just didn't vibe with it. And I don't know why, because all the ingredients are right. It just didn't grip me. I was unsmegging gripped. But I know a lot of people really, really love it. So, hey, you can now immortalize Button-Eyed Doll. Gimme 5. You might not be overly familiar with these guys, but they've been putting out their Insect Warriors for the last couple of years, and every time a new one is announced, it's a little itty-bitty action figure work of art, and this one's no exception here. They're so detailed. It's a little bit crazy, a little bit creepy, but so well done. So this is the Metamorphose, the Rise of the Insects. I guess that's the whole line. Is Metamorphose, Rise of the Insects, and this guy is Eroki. Eroki, the little bug insect warrior dude. Oh, I'm just looking at more of the pictures here, and it looks visceral. Like you can see he's got sort of the armored carapace around the outside, but then there's the bits where it's missing, and it's all muscle and gooey stuff. Like it's grim, but it's awesome. And retailing for about $60, which really, for the work that's gone into this, it's pretty impressive right there, with the nice tattered soft goods as well. This whole line is a vibe. It's a serious vibe. And if you have a whole army of insect warriors, or just one or two, because this guy would go with just about anything. You put him battling ninjas or any sword and sorcery people, or even like, I don't know, like army dudes, like cyberpunk things. This weird, bizarre alien insect aesthetic, it just kind of goes with anything. Makes it very tempting. Guys, let me know if you out there own any of these, because I've had them in hand before. I had the first little praying mantis lady, but the only thing I would say about her is she's so small and delicate. Like I'm a little worried about playing around with her. These guys look a bit bigger and more beefy. But yeah, if you own any of them, let me know what your experiences are like. Sword and sorcery figures are coming thick and fast right now. And this dude, well, he's not particularly thick because he's a skeleton, but he does look pretty impressive. This dude is the Grey Knight. Sometimes with these foreign brands, it's difficult to differentiate what is a descriptive name and what is the actual brand name. Because right here, I've got Monsters number 4, Immortal King, Grey Knight. I think Grey Knight might actually be the line, and then, no, that doesn't sound like a line name, does it? Immortal King sounds more likely to be the character's name, but different things are put in different fonts, and I'm like, state of your graphic department, mate. Anyway, this dude's 1/10 scale, so he's pretty big. He's at least kind of 7 inches, McFarlane sort of scale, but That's fine. He's a huge, terrifying skeleton warrior. Of course he could be bigger. I mean, oh, dude, imagine pairing this guy up with some of the Zezre Studios figures, like the Not Killer Croc warrior. You could have some amazing looking demon battles. I just noticed he's got some sneaky translucent hands as well. Maybe even a translucent body under the armor. It looks like his whole body is translucent. I'm going through some of these pictures here. And yeah, I can't see that there's not one single picture that does like a full breakdown, at least not that I can find. You know, sometimes I'll say when I'm doing these, like, oh, I can't see a picture of this. And then when I'm doing the edit later, I'll find pictures of what I'm talking about. And people will be like, oh, Dave, you're saying you can't see it and it's right next to you. Like, yeah, that's what happened. I couldn't see it at the time. And then I found it. That's how it works with the edit. So this dude, from what I can see though, he does look pretty awesome. I'm going to do some more investigating because I really like the look of this. Now, this is something that I have never seen any kind of reference for. I don't know if it's a 100% brand new original character, but I love the look of it. You know me, I love my cyberpunk stuff, and this is big time cyberpunk right here, and I'm here for it. I'm digging it. Technically a model kit, but I think this is one of those model kits that's very easy to snap together. Model kits are often very user-friendly these days. So this is called the Hemoxian. Hemoxian, I think, is the line, and then this particular guy is Boxer Baki. So I don't know if it's like a take on Grappler Baki, but like a cyberpunk version. It might just be a coincidence that he's got the name Baki. But looking at these images, all the extra hands, he's got like 6 arms. He's got a little bit of a Mortal Kombat Cyber Ninja kind of look to him, but like also quite animated. Oh, dude, it looks like you can strip away a whole lot of pieces. And wait, I'm looking at this. There's all sorts of stuff. There's like a sparring drone he comes with as well. Man, this is cool stuff from Non-Zero Studio. So there you go. That's the name of the studio you can get this guy from. And you see all the gubbins that he comes with. And when it's all assembled, dude, I really like this as a cool random figure. I'm a little bit taken. I'm going to look into the logistics of maybe seeing if this is available on one of the import sites, because I do love the process of putting model kits together as well. It's very zen, very satisfying. Every time a little bit goes in place, a little dopamine hit comes in. It's very satisfying. So this looks pretty cool. So Mythic Legions, not to let the rest of the sword and sorcery world pass them by, are showing 2 new figures from their upcoming new sort of initiative, Legacies of Mythos. So we've got Wave 2 that we're starting to build out now, with 2 kind of fun-looking reveals. First of all, we got this great-looking luminescent skeleton guy. What's his name? They gave him an actual name. Scaphoid. So Scaphoid here with some nice accessories as well. Everything you would expect from Mythic Legions. Some gorgeous cloth goods, some bright, vibrant colors as well. I'm a sucker for anything neon, glowing, translucent. Got a bit of a Scare Glow vibe to him. But then when you got the full-on crazy skull beast look as well, that's super fun. So yeah, this guy really, really awesome, and a whole bunch of stuff that comes with him. And he's not coming alone either. We've got another preview as well. This time, someone who's a bit more on the bright light side of good here. So we've got Sir Valgard as well, who apparently comes with a newly sculpted head for this warrior, along with an undead head too. His weapons include, well, everything that you can see in the various pictures. So there's a lot to look forward to. These are, I think, going to be available at Legions Con coming up. I was really hoping to go to Legions Con this year, but I crunched the numbers and the math ain't mathin', so I won't be able to do it. Maybe next year. But yeah, there's some great stuff coming out of 4 Horsemen, and these 2, yeah, they seem to be leading the charge. And just to be fully up to date with all of the pre-order information, boy, Tamashii Nations have been working hard. I certainly can't fault them. We've got some Kamen Rider figures and a few others as well. My goodness. Okay, so let's go. First of all, in order here, we're getting Ultraman Z original special color version. All right, so that's going to be up for pre-order soon. I'll put all the information around about my crotch height here so that you can see all the essentials. Then also, we're going to go over to Kamen Rider. We're getting the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Nago Fantasy Form figure. And we're not done there. We're also going to be getting the Tamashii Nations Wingman. SH Figuarts, oh, here we go. Shin Kochu Seihu Gardener, yes. Garda, not Gardener. Still not coming with a trowel and a pitchfork or anything. Garda Silhouette exclusive action figure. All right, that does it for all the Tamashii Nations figures for now. Probably next episode, there's going to be a whole boatload more of them. A fun little preview from Blokees here. They're getting into the DC game, which I wasn't expecting, but here we are. So they're still going to be doing the model kit type figures, but as I've said many times, they're super easy model kits. They pretty much are action figures. It's barely more than a builder figure. And we're going to be getting Batman Beyond, Nightwing, and Harley Quinn is their first wave of 3 figures. But like looking at these, like looking at Harley Quinn, it looks almost like a robotic kind of version. You've got like these circles on her hips and the panels. I don't know if it's going to be a Batman Beyond future kind of style. I'm really intrigued, basically. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some more images soon, and yeah, then we can see what we make of them. Oh boy, this is certainly one for the high rollers out there, but if you can afford it, then God bless you, sir. We have got the incredible looking Blitzway Voltron. This is the legendary Defender Carbotics 10th anniversary Voltron action figure. Carbotics I'm familiar with. They kind of specialize in doing mechanical roboticized versions of different characters. I think they did a whole line of Disney. They had a whole line of Disney roboticized characters, which did look kind of fun. This is less of a reimagining and more just a straight up version of this amazing looking Voltron character. Might be one of the coolest ones that we've had, because it looks stunning, which of course comes with a stunning price tag, but apparently 2,016 pieces are being made, so very limited edition, which also is going to bump up that price tag. But yeah, if you're a hardcore Voltron fan, this might be, especially for the 10th anniversary. Although, what is it the 10th anniversary of? The Carbotics 10th anniversary? Because Lord knows Voltron's been around a lot longer than that, so maybe they're celebrating their own anniversary by doing a pretty amazing action figure. We got some pre-orders up now for Mattel's WWE figures, and actually all 4 of these, I got a certain bit of love for each one of them. So this is the Elite Collection Legends Series 29. First of all, we've got AWA Kurt Hennig with the AWA Championship. This was something that I kind of learned about in my wrestling history lessons that I gave to myself. Was obviously before he was Mr. Perfect, he was a world champion in the AWA. And yeah, young Kurt Hennig with shorter hair, like it always looked kind of odd. And he was even a tag team partner with Scott Hall, being like a pre-Razor Ramon Scott Hall with a big bushy mustache and looking nothing like the bad guy. Kind of crazy. And then sticking with AWA, we've got Bobby Heenan, and this is, I know he kind of dressed like this in WWE as well, but this makes me think of AWA Bobby Heenan when he was managing Nick Bockwinkel, and really, he was at the height of his game with the gift of the gab. There was a wonderful promo where I can't remember who he was talking about, but he was going to have a match with them, and he's like, he said, I'm going to go behind him so many times, he's going to think that he's stuck in a revolving door. Then I'm going to take him up, take him around, show him the town. Then I might just paintbrush his head until my hand swells shut. I'm sure he probably got his butt kicked. Then there's British Bulldog, 1995 British Bulldog with his hair down and the shorts, which I think honestly is peak Bulldog. He only had that look for a little while, but I'm like, oh man, it's kind of crushing it. This was a great look for David Boy Smith. And then finally, we've got Money in the Bank, Rob Van Dam. And Rob Van Dam's entire career in WWE was always very frustrating for me, because I was a huge RVD mark when he was in ECW, and then he came to WWE, and they just never really gave him the push that at least his fans thought he deserved. And hey, maybe he wasn't right for the spot. I think he was, but no, instead he was just jobbing to Triple H. But hey, that was the mid-2000s for you. A couple of Dragonball Z figures here now, and of course, I don't know a lot about that, so I'm going to not linger on them for too long, because if you know, Then you know. So first of all, we got pre-orders for the Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Dragonball Diama Pansy figure. Looks kind of cute. I dig it. I have no idea who she is. Looks got a bit of a Rainbow Bright kind of vibe to her. And then also, to go along with her, you got another similarly cute little mini figure. This time also from Dragon Ball Diama. It's the Supreme Kai. So there you go. These are both going to be up for pre-order very, very soon. And yeah, Dragon Ball Z is going to be Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and I think most likely where all good Figuarts figures are sold. Also from Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts, we're getting 2 more characters from another anime that I've not even heard of, but hey, just educating Dave here. So this is, I'm guessing, a new show, or a relatively new show, called To Be Hero X. So first of all, we're getting, I imagine, the aforementioned X figure. So this dude here with his lovely John Travolta Saturday Night Fever Staying Alive white suit, we're getting a version of him, but also what good hero doesn't come with a lady to go with him? Someone to, I don't know, rescue or be like a Lois Lane type equivalent? I don't know. She might be some horrible, all-powerful villain for all I know. But she looks rather adorable. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Lucky Cyan with her rock and roll guitar. You're like, you know those guitars that are like double guitars? Well, that's kind of like what this is here. It looks like it's a whole kind of thing that you can play around with and split apart. And turns into a bow and arrow. Cool, funky. Yeah, she's no damsel in distress. She looks pretty badass, actually. So yeah, if you're a fan of, what's it called? To Be Hero X? Well, you got your first 2 figures. At least, I think they're the first 2. Up Fine Figures have shared a full photo gallery of their Arkham Deathstroke. And man, this... if you've got the Arkham Batman, then you're going to have to pick this dude up. I'm sorry, I'm telling you now, it has to be done because it looks absolutely incredible. So this is a bunch of photos taken by their official photographer. And there's a few notes on here. The color scheme shown is a factory test shot, not the final official color. I imagine there wouldn't be a huge variance though. As for the discussed detailed sculpt references, it's actually based on HT. I'm not sure what that's in reference to be honest. That's just me, Ron Burgundy, sight reading. But whatever they do to it, as long as they keep these aesthetics looking the way they are, this is going to be like the best Deathstroke figure that's ever been made. Some people have said they don't like the overly armored design, and I appreciate that. He's not as sleek as he could be, but genuinely, has Slade Wilson ever looked cooler than this? The half mask, that everything, it looks so wicked. So yeah, I don't even own the Batman. I think I might want to pick this up because yeah, just as a standalone figure, he looks pretty amazing. Let's go, Bob. Oh my goodness, finally, Insomniac have released the full trailer for their upcoming Wolverine game. And oh my goodness, yeah, the blood's pumping. We're going to have to wait pretty much a full calendar year. It's scheduled for fall 2026, and hopefully they can stick with that release date, because very often in video games, they do get delayed. But I'm okay with that if it means we get a good game at the end. But quite frankly, I'm tired of waiting, especially after seeing this trailer and seeing that they are going for the full Wolverine hack and slash experience. I knew it might be a little bit bloody. I knew there might be a little bit of claret on the screen, but this is a whole nother level of Wolverine ultraviolence, which honestly I'm here for. It looks like you can full on hack off limbs and all sorts of bits and pieces. People are going to get dismembered. But hey, most of them are Reavers, cyborgs. In the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger in True Lies, yeah, but they were all bad. So that makes it okay. Plus, we got our first glimpse at Omega Red, who just looks perfect and terrifying as well. They're going full on with the comic book costumes, kind of like with Spider-Man. Although in Spider-Man, of course, they had a unique Spider-Man Insomniac costume, which I'm sure will have some unique stuff for Wolverine as well. But just at the first glimpse, Omega Red looks full on perfect comic book style, full on like the Marvel Legends. Just there he is. Similar with Mystique, we got a glimpse of her as well. There's a lot to be excited about. So I managed to avoid all the spoilers that came out when a lot of stuff was leaked. So this is kind of new to me, very exciting. I don't know how much of it is going to be full on open world, or if it's going to be more structured like an Uncharted or The Last of Us kind of game. However Insomniac tackle it though, I'm here for it because they've got their proven track record. I believe that whatever approach they take, it's gonna work. And this has got me real hype for fall of 2026. And folks, that does it for good news for today. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below and let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. By doing that, you help support the show and give me more time to make more videos. So thank you so much, everyone who's done that. So gang, thank you for watching also. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee.